Hey everybody! Today I'm redesigning Senpai, also known as Taro Yamada from Yandere Simulator. If you haven't seen my redesigning Yandere-chan video already, please check it out. So starting off, my main goal with Senpai was basically just to give him an actual personality. Like Yandere-chan, he has literally no identifiable character traits, which I guess is intentional so that the player can project their ideal person onto him. Or, if the player is a sad incel that wants a Yandere girlfriend, then they can project themselves onto him, or whatever. But basically, I wanted to give Senpai a bit of individuality while still maintaining the idea of his character just generally being a simple, nice dude. My idea for reimagining Senpai is that he's just a himbo, basically. That's it, he's a himbo. He's really fit and athletic, he's on the track team, he's friends with all the sporty popular kids, but he's just like a really sweet, friendly, down-to-earth kind of guy who just wants to be nice and get along with everyone. And of course he's also sort of a clueless airhead, but in a charming way. For his design, I decided to give him a darker sort of blue-black shade of hair to contrast with Yandere-chan's warmer brown. I also gave him long hair because I thought it made him look cuter and more, effortlessly charming. I just think this sort of mullety looking hairstyle makes him a bit more eye-catching and cool than his generic isekai protagonist haircut that he originally had. I believe Senpai's eyes are originally a dark grayish color, basically the same as his hair, which to me felt a bit flat and drab, so I made his eyes a warm brown to make them seem more lively and kind. I also made him taller and gave him more of an athletic build. Like I said, I decided he's on the track team, so I didn't want him to be too big and buff, but he's fit, but also a bit lanky. I also went ahead and scrapped his old uniform in favor of one that matches the one I drew for Ayano. I gave him a sweater with rolled up sleeves rather than a blazer because I think that sort of relaxed casual style of wearing a uniform suits his friendly guy personality. I gave him kind of a goofy, boyish smile in all of the drawings, just to sort of convey his really guileless, earnest, kind nature. He's just a good boy, really. At the end of the coloring process, you'll see I decided to draw him with a black eye, because he has a habit of getting into fights, which I'll expound on more in just a minute. For his casual after-school look, I drew him in his track uniform like he's at practice or whatever. He looks kind of sweaty. I also put his hair up in a little ponytail. I thought it looked cute. Honestly, looking back, I kind of wish I'd gone with the ponytail for his entire design, because I think it really suits him. So, maybe he would also wear his hair like that to school sometimes. Okay, so remember how I said he was a himbo? He's definitely not super smart, and he can be really oblivious. And actually, the fact that he's so oblivious can get him into trouble sometimes. He has a habit of speaking without thinking, and a lot of the time stuff will come out the wrong way and he won't realize it, because he would never intend to offend anyone, but sometimes he'll just say something and not realize that it could be taken the wrong way and piss people off. And then since he's so oblivious, he doesn't realize when he's pissing people off, so he doesn't know when to stop, and it can sometimes get him into situations where the other person thinks he's provoking them, and then he'll end up getting into fights. But he's also a huge pacifist, he would never willingly hurt anyone, so the other person will be foaming at the mouth fight me bro, and Senpai just won't engage, which honestly usually just results in escalating the situation even more. So yeah, long story short, Senpai gets beaten up fairly often. Which of course ties back into my story for Yandere-chan and how basically her Yandere origin story was killing some dude who was beating up Senpai. If you haven't already seen my Ayano video, basically the backstory between her and Senpai is that they were childhood friends and neighbors, but then Senpai went to high school before Yandere-chan and also moved across town, so the two of them didn't see each other for a whole year, and in the meantime Yandere-chan withdrew a lot. So by the time she moves on to high school, she doesn't even attempt to reconnect with Senpai, but Senpai, on the other hand, is really excited to see her again, and tries to pick back up where they left off, but Yandere-chan is super distant. And I guess he just decides to give her some space, but he's really sad that his best friend seems to want nothing to do with him. But I think maybe as Yandere-chan starts following him around for all her shady Yandere business, the reason that you as a player can't get too close to Senpai or draw his attention is because he still gets really excited to see Yandere-chan and would try to talk to her or find out what she's up to. So that's all for Senpai, or Taro Yamada. Oh, by the way, I legitimately had to look up his name because I couldn't for the life of me remember it. It's so generic. Anyway, here's Himbo Senpai. I think he's a very good boy, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I might continue this series with some more characters from Yandere-sem, so stick around for that. I also plan to post a lot of other speed paint videos on here, so please like and subscribe and all that jazz. Oh, and by the way, hello if you came here from my comic. See you later!